All the people that helped Camilla get the crown on her head were excluded from that coronation, and they were furious. And not only that, Kate and William were angry too.
Queen Camilla, sentence is final, goodbye forever. The palace walls have witnessed countless scandals, power struggles, and shocking twists, but nothing compares to this. Queen Camilla's fate has been sealed, and there's no turning back. A final sentence has been handed down, sending shockwaves through the monarchy and leaving the world in disbelief. What led to this dramatic downfall? And why is this the end of the road for the Queen? Stay tuned as we uncover the truth behind Camilla's shocking departure and what this means for the future of the royal family. Queen Camilla's bold choice. On the Queen's title. In a stunning turn of events, Queen Camilla's royal title may soon become a thing of the past. The unexpected nature of this decision has sent shockwaves through royal circles, leaving many to wonder, why now? What could have pushed Camilla to step away from the very title that once seemed so significant? While Buckingham Palace has yet to confirm or deny the rumors, the mere suggestion of such a move has ignited intense speculation about what this means for the future of the monarchy. King Charles has long been an advocate for modernizing the royal family, pushing for a streamlined institution that better reflects today's society. He envisions a monarchy that is less burdened by outdated customs and excessive formalities, one that adapts rather than remains rigidly tied to the past. Camilla's decision, if true, could be seen as a direct reflection of this vision, marking a deliberate break from tradition in favor of a more contemporary, redefined role. For Camilla, holding the title of Queen has not been without its challenges. Since marrying Charles in 2005, she has lived under the shadow of comparisons, most notably to the late Queen Elizabeth II, whose remarkable 70-year reign set an almost impossible standard. Every move Camilla made was scrutinized, her acceptance by the public a slow and often reluctant process. When Queen Elizabeth gave her blessing for Camilla to be titled,
the British monarch has given her blessing for Prince Charles' wife Camilla to be called Queen Consort.
Queen Consort upon Charles's ascension, it was a significant step. But now, with Camilla reportedly stepping away from the title, it raises the question, was this role ever truly one she wanted? The weight of the crown is more than just symbolic. It comes with constant expectations, relentless media attention, and an unwavering demand for duty. Perhaps Camilla has recognized that the prestige of being queen is not worth the personal toll. While she has dutifully fulfilled her role alongside Charles, there may be an understanding that the monarchy's future does not need to be dictated by rigid titles, but rather by the impact and influence of those who serve within it. If stepping away from the title allows her to embrace a role that feels more authentic and aligned with the evolving royal family, it could be a choice rooted in both personal and institutional transformation. Public reactions to these reports have been divided. Some see it as a bold and commendable move, a reflection of Camilla's self-awareness and her willingness to prioritize a role that feels right, rather than one dictated by tradition. Others view it as a destabilizing decision, one that could be perceived as a sign of internal royal uncertainty. Is this truly a moment of evolution for the monarchy, or does it hint at deeper tensions behind palace doors? History has shown that the British monarchy is no stranger to reinvention. Queen Elizabeth II's coronation in the 1950s marked the dawn of a more modern era, broadcasting the monarchy's grandeur into living rooms across the nation. Now, decades later, Camilla's rumored decision, if true, could symbolize yet another transformation, one that challenges the idea that royal titles must remain fixed and unchanging. The monarchy has survived centuries by adapting, and perhaps this is simply another step toward ensuring its continued relevance. Yet, the unanswered questions remain, and most intriguingly, is this a personal decision made by Camilla, or is it part of a larger strategic shift within the monarchy itself? As the world watches closely, one thing is clear. This moment could redefine not only Camilla's place within the royal family, but also the monarchy's future as a whole. If Camilla does step away from the title of queen, how will this impact Charles's reign, And what does this mean for the future of the royal family structure? Let's dive into the full story. A royal divide. The unraveling of Queen Camilla's title. The tensions between Camilla, Catherine, and Anne are a reflection of a deeper shift, one that has now forced Camilla to step away from a title that no longer aligns with the monarchy's evolving vision. What once seemed like a private matter has exploded into a full-blown public spectacle, shattering the carefully maintained image of royal unity. For the first time in modern history, an internal dispute within the royal family has been laid bare for the world to see, sparking fierce debates and speculation about what comes next. As King Charles finds himself caught between conflicting loyalties, his leadership is facing an extraordinary test, one that could redefine the monarchy's future. Does he risk further division by allowing this rift to deepen, or does he intervene to restore order before the damage becomes irreversible? With every passing day, the stakes grow higher, and the pressure mounts on the king to make a decision that could change the course of history. But Camilla's sudden loss of the queen title is not just a personal consequence. It is the result of an unresolved power struggle that threatens the monarchy's very stability. The fallout from this conflict is no longer confined to the palace walls. It has spilt into the public eye, signaling a shift in how the royal family operates. Secrets that were once carefully guarded are now open for scrutiny, and the consequences of this exposure could be far-reaching. What exactly led to this drastic turn of events? Was this a carefully orchestrated move by forces within the royal household, or was it the inevitable result of years of underlying tension? And more importantly, what does this mean for Camilla's place in the royal family moving forward? One thing is certain: the monarchy will never be the same again. The royal shock. Camilla's sudden loss of the queen title. Princess Anne has long been known as the most steadfast member of the royal family. Dutiful, disciplined, and fiercely committed to tradition. Unlike others who have courted controversy, she has remained focused on service, rarely allowing herself to be drawn into palace drama. But in a turn of events that no one saw coming, Anne has found herself at the center of a royal firestorm, one that has sent shockwaves through the monarchy and left even King Charles reeling. The unexpected confrontation between Princess Anne and Queen Camilla took place at the University of London, where Camilla was to receive an honorary doctorate in literature for her contributions to literacy advocacy. As Chancellor of the university, it was Anne's duty to present the honor. The event, at least on the surface, followed the usual royal script: formal smiles, polite nods, and carefully managed decorum. But behind the scenes, a far more significant drama was unfolding, one that would change everything. Observers noted an unusual tension between Anne and Camilla from the moment they arrived. When Camilla gestured for Anne to enter the ceremony first, Anne hesitated before stepping aside, allowing Camilla to go ahead. At first glance, it appeared to be nothing more than a minor interaction, but royal insiders saw it as a subtle yet telling moment, one that hinted at deeper discord between the two women. The real shock, however, came after the event. In the privacy of the reception hall, away from flashing cameras, Anne did something that left those in attendance stunned. She openly confronted Camilla. Those who witnessed the moment describe Anne's tone as calm but unwavering, her words cutting straight to the heart of the issue. While the exact details of the conversation remain tightly guarded, sources close to the palace suggest that Anne directly challenged Camilla's place in the monarchy, questioning not just her influence, but something even more shocking: her right to the title of queen. What followed was nothing short of explosive. Within days, rumors began circulating that King Charles, blindsided by the confrontation, had made an unprecedented decision. Reports emerged suggesting that Camilla would no longer be referred to as Queen Camilla, but rather revert to the title of Queen Consort, a significant distinction that subtly yet powerfully reshapes her role. For many, this sudden shift was a stunning reversal. When Charles ascended the throne, he made it clear that he wished for Camilla to be known as Queen, a move that was seen as the final step in legitimizing her place within the royal hierarchy. The decision had already been met with mixed reactions, given the lingering public sentiment over her controversial past. But now, with this abrupt change, questions are swirling. Did Anne's confrontation force Charles to reconsider? Was this a response to internal pressures within the palace? Or was it something more, a sign of growing fractures within the royal family? Camilla, ever the master of silent resilience, has remained publicly unfazed. She has not addressed the speculation, nor has she made any visible moves to challenge the adjustment. But her silence only fuels further questions. Was this decision made to protect the stability of the monarchy? Or was it a quiet admission that Camilla's position has never been as secure as it seemed? One thing is certain, this moment marks a turning point. The monarchy has long thrived on the appearance of unity, but cracks are beginning to show. Princess Anne's rare break from her usual restraint signals that tensions within the royal family may be deeper than many realize. And with Camilla's sudden loss of the Queen title, the power dynamics within the palace may be shifting in ways no one expected. As King Charles faces mounting pressure to maintain control, all eyes are on the palace. Will Camilla accept her new position without protest? Will Anne's influence continue to shape the future of the monarchy? And most importantly, what does this mean for the stability of Charles's reign? For now, the royal family remains under intense scrutiny, with the world watching closely as this unprecedented drama continues to unfold. What Camilla loses alongside her title. The sudden loss of Queen Camilla's royal title has sent shockwaves through the monarchy and beyond. But this moment, stunning as it may seem, is not without precedent. It is, in many ways, the culmination of years of shifting public opinion, strategic royal decisions, and an ever-changing role within the royal family. To truly understand what Camilla loses, one must first look back at the intricate journey that brought her to the title in the first place. When Camilla married Prince Charles on April 9, 2005, she was officially styled as Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Cornwall. This title, deeply rooted in royal tradition, was significant, but it was also carefully chosen. Technically, as the wife of the Prince of Wales, she could have been styled Princess of Wales. But given the strong emotional connection the public still had to Princess Diana, Camilla deliberately avoided taking the title. The decision was a calculated one, a move meant to minimize controversy and respect the lingering admiration for Charles's first wife. Even so, the shadow of Diana loomed large, making it difficult for Camilla to step into her new role without scrutiny. Her titles extended beyond Cornwall. In Scotland, she was known as Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Rothesay, a reflection of the regional distinctions within the United Kingdom. These titles carried weight, but they were only a prelude to the larger shifts that would come. A pivotal moment arrived in 2021 with the passing of Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh, at 99 years.
Palace this morning, this is sad news. Prince Philip has died at the age of 99.
This event triggered a reshuffling of titles within the royal family. Charles inherited his father's titles, making Camilla Her Royal Highness the Duchess of Edinburgh. This title, though prestigious, was short-lived. When Queen Elizabeth II passed away on September 8, 2022, Charles ascended the throne, and Camilla's role transformed once again. Before Charles became king, there had been considerable debate over what Camilla's title would be. Initially, Clarence House announced that she would be known as Princess Consort, a break from royal tradition designed to address the fact that her acceptance within the public sphere had been anything but smooth. However, the concept of Princess Consort gradually faded as Camilla became more integrated into the monarchy. By the time Charles took the throne, Queen Elizabeth herself had made her wishes clear. In a statement released on Accession Day, she expressed her hope that Camilla would be known as Queen Consort, a move that cemented her status within the royal hierarchy. It wasn't until the grand coronation on May 6, 2023, that Camilla officially took on the title Her Majesty the Queen. The moment was a turning point. It marked the culmination of years of perseverance, scrutiny, and an undeniable shift in how the public perceived her. For Camilla, it was a title that had once seemed out of reach, an acknowledgement of her place beside King Charles. But now, with the unexpected loss of her queen title, everything has changed. So what exactly does Camilla lose in stepping away from the title? First and foremost, she loses the highest position she has ever held within the monarchy. Being styled as queen was more than just a name. It was a symbol of legitimacy, acceptance, and influence. After decades of public criticism and comparison to the late Princess Diana, Camilla had finally secured a title that placed her at the pinnacle of royal society. Losing it means stepping away from that hard-won status. Beyond the title itself, she also loses the authority and influence that came with it. As Queen Consort, she stood alongside King Charles at state functions, played a key diplomatic role in international visits, and had an undeniable voice in shaping the modern monarchy. Her presence was no longer secondary. She was a recognized and respected figure in her own right. Stepping down from the title could mean a diminished role in state affairs and fewer opportunities to shape the future of the royal family. There's also the intangible loss, the validation that came with holding the title of queen. For years, Camilla fought to earn public respect, and the coronation had solidified her position in a way that nothing else could. The transition from queen to a lesser title, whether that be duchess or another designation, marks a significant shift in perception. It is not just a loss of status, it is a change in how she is recognized, both within the royal family and in the eyes of the public. Camilla's journey to the throne was never smooth, and now, with her role once again in question, the monarchy faces yet another period of transition. Has this decision been made willingly, as part of King Charles's vision for a restructured, modernized monarchy, or does it signal deeper uncertainty behind palace doors? One thing is certain: Camilla's place in the royal family has never been more complicated, and the question now remains: what comes next? Stay tuned to uncover more revelations. Camilla's unexpected transition. A new chapter in the monarchy. Camilla's decision to relinquish the title of Queen Consort has sent ripples through the British monarchy, signaling not just a change in her personal status, but a possible shift in the institution itself. While many may perceive this as a step down, it could, in fact, be a strategic move, one that allows her to embrace a role that aligns more closely with her values and the evolving needs of the royal family. This unexpected transition marks a turning point, offering Camilla an opportunity to redefine her contributions without the weight of ceremonial expectations. Throughout her tenure as Queen Consort, Camilla carried her responsibilities with composure and dignity, navigating a role that had once seemed unattainable. But the demands of the position were immense, steeped in tradition and duty. The question has long remained: did this title allow her to pursue the causes she is most passionate about? Or did it confine her within the rigid framework of royal obligations? Stepping away suggests that she is making a deliberate choice, not out of necessity, but out of a desire to focus on issues that matter deeply to her. For years, Camilla has been a strong advocate for social causes, particularly in areas of domestic abuse awareness, literacy promotion, and women's rights. These are not passing interests, but commitments she has championed with unwavering dedication. Freed from the constant formalities and diplomatic duties that come with being Queen Consort, she now has the chance to channel her influence into these initiatives with greater focus and determination. Without the constraints of an official title, she can engage more directly, speak more openly, and work behind the scenes in ways that may prove even more impactful.
I think the one I enjoyed reading more than anything.
Her transition reflects a broader evolution within the royal family, one that has been unfolding for years. As younger royals like Prince William and Princess Kate redefine their roles with a modern, hands-on approach, Camilla's choice fits into this gradual shift. The monarchy is moving away from a purely symbolic institution toward one that resonates with contemporary values and public expectations. By stepping away from the formal title of Queen Consort, she could be making a bold statement that true influence is not measured by titles, but by the ability to create meaningful change. This move is also likely to reshape public perception. The British monarchy has long been seen as a beacon of tradition, yet it is no secret that public attitudes toward the royal family are shifting. The modern audience is drawn less to pomp and prestige, and more toward authenticity and purpose. Camilla's decision could reinforce the idea that the monarchy is adapting, that it is no longer solely about status but about service. In this way, her transition may help bridge the gap between the institution and the people it represents, fostering a sense of relatability and relevance in an ever-changing world. However, stepping back from the title, does not mean Camilla is fading into the background. If anything, this repositioning may allow her to wield influence in a different but equally significant manner. She may take on a more advisory role within the royal family, supporting King Charles's vision while focusing on philanthropic efforts. She could use her voice in a way that feels less constrained by protocol, engaging in initiatives that reflect her true passions rather than simply fulfilling royal obligations. At its core, this decision underscores a fundamental truth about royalty. Titles may carry prestige, but they do not define one's impact. Camilla's journey, from a figure of public scrutiny to queen consort and now to a more independent role, highlights her resilience and adaptability. It is a reminder that influence within the monarchy is not solely dictated by position, but by purpose. Her transition raises an important question. Could this be the beginning of a more dynamic and forward-thinking royal family? And if so, what will Camilla's next move reveal about the future of the institution she has fought so hard to be a part of? Stay tuned. Camilla's departure and the monarchy's future. Camilla's unexpected decision to step away from her role as queen consort has sent shockwaves through the royal family, raising questions about the future of the British monarchy. Could this be the beginning of a larger transformation? Will other senior royals follow her lead? And most importantly, how will this impact the monarchy's relationship with the Commonwealth and the public? While there are no immediate answers, one thing is certain. This move is part of a growing shift within the royal family, one that prioritizes personal purpose over rigid tradition. For centuries, titles have defined the monarchy, dictating the roles and responsibilities of its members. But Camilla's decision challenges that notion, signaling a shift toward a more modern, purpose-driven institution. No longer is royalty merely about ceremony and inherited status. It is becoming about action, influence, and meaningful service. This change could set a new precedent, paving the way for future generations of royals to embrace authenticity over expectation. As King Charles leads the monarchy through this transition, the focus may no longer be on maintaining strict hierarchical roles, but on ensuring the institution remains relevant in a rapidly evolving world. Camilla's departure leaves a gap that will likely place more responsibility on figures like the Prince and Princess of Wales, pushing them further into the spotlight as they prepare for their eventual ascension. Throughout her tenure, Camilla championed causes such as literacy, domestic abuse awareness, and animal welfare, proving that the royal platform could be used for real change. Now, as she takes a step back, her legacy may serve as a model for what modern royalty can be, less about titles and more about impact. But with this shift comes uncertainty. Is the monarchy ready to fully embrace this transformation, or will tradition ultimately prevail? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.